Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to United Team Talk. Top of the table settings where they are. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just stating facts, man. We got a lot to unpack tonight. Obviously, we're going to react to Ollie's presser. You know, Sancho and Varane, are they going to start? I heard El Matador's back in training. Lingard's back. It's sounding all positive, but, you know, are they going to start the game? Who knows? I've got three very special guests waiting backstage, man. So as always, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and yeah, man. Let's get into the video, man. Oh wait, yeah, let's get into the video now. Yeah, man, we are live. Like I said, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Waiting backstage, I got a very, very special guest with me. He's the most nicest guy I've ever met. Obviously, we ain't seen his face. The face reveal is coming. But big up to my guy Yusuf, man. He's in the building. Yusuf, welcome to the channel, bro. How you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better after that intro, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really, really appreciate that, man. Shout out to Jerry, man. Everyone go and support him, man. Go and support United Team Talk, man. So, yeah, thank you very much for having me on your show. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I'm honored, man. Like I said, when you do the face reveal, if I could get an exclusive interview, shout me. Shout me every time. But yes, introducing next, Mr. Eyes on the Ball. He's here. Welcome to the show, Darren, man. What are you saying?
I'm blessed, bro. Feeling good. As you said, we're top of the league. I'm buzzing. Glad to be back on the channel. It's been a while. But looking forward to the show, man. Great panel. Looking forward to some great conversation.
Yes. And obviously, my bro, Ricky Wills is here. Bro, I don't know why you're wearing that shirt, but it's all good. It's all good, but we'll have to chop it up. Listen, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. I'm looking forward to the game on the weekend, man. Southampton, good football. We're going to play a highline. They're going to come at us, all of that, man. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Listen, we're heading to this game week 2, top of the league. Just a quick recap on the weekend. I don't know about you lot, but I've watched the highlights many times this week. I mean, still buzzing. Yusuf, gonna come to you first, man. Obviously, coming off that win, how are you feeling going to the game week 2, man? Obviously, we got Southampton away. Our away record is, you know, I think if we win this game or avoid defeat, we break the Invincibles record, if I believe. So, how are you feeling going to this game, man?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling confident. As you said, our away record is absolutely incredible. I think it will be, if we can win the game, it will be 27 league games that we would have won away from home, which is absolutely remarkable. And so, yeah, I am confident. I'm just really sort of like, I just want to know what the team is going to be, because obviously I want to see Champions League Varane back in the team. I don't think it'll be a different team, but and obviously Starboy Jadon Sancho. I have a feeling Sancho may start. I know we're probably gonna talk about that later on about teams, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, and I want the game to be tomorrow, not on Sunday. So
I know.
Man, gotta wait.
Sunday kickoffs is a bit of a stretch, but it's all good. Rick, man, I'm gonna come to you quickly. We're top of the league. I know it's one game, but I'm buzzing, man. Obviously, we're going away now. Away fans are back in the grounds. Do you think that's going to affect us with our record, or it's just going to be more of the same?
It will affect our record, but the way we play, the way we set up, we're best away from home. We're not really good at like breaking down teams that want to sit back. Southampton will be coming at us, so I'm very, very confident. When we have space to exploit, I think we're one of the best teams in Europe, man. I can't lie about that.
Have been since Ollie showed up.
Yes, I love that Ollie praise. Obviously, Darren, you're the realest, man. You give praise where it's credited. Southampton, though, obviously, last time we played them, smashed them 9-0. I know they got a red card first 5 minutes, but who are we to complain? And obviously, the previous game, El Matador had to come off the bench and save us with an assist and 2 goals. Obviously, He's back in training. How are you feeling about that news, man?
Chuffed, man. Chuffed. Just adds to the options, man. And I think he's different to all the guys that we have. And he can impact games whether he's starting or coming off the bench, which I also like. I think Mason should stay up top because listen, I questioned what is he, 20 now? 21? I questioned
I think he's 19 still. I think he's
still
still
19, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, is this guy ready to really be the 9? But bro, by the first game of the season, it's not a taking him out of the lineup thing. Like he showed, listen, we're just getting started, but I'm comfy. Yeah, I mean, obviously we got to see things play out, but Mason looks good. So Cavani, I think, should come off from the bench for now. Obviously, as the season develops, he'll start games here and there. But yeah, man, I think I'm gassed that he's back, man. I don't know why it took him so long, to be honest. I don't know if he had like a family issue or something, but glad that he's back. And yeah, man, it's gonna be the first time the Old Trafford fans see him, and we already know, man, he's certified goals.
Yes. Just on your point, obviously Ollie said in his presser that Edison always looked after himself. He's fit with the football training, but he had different reasons why he came late, with personal reasons and going back home and whatnot. I think he's physically fine, so I think he should be in the squad. I'm not too sure if he will travel down, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yusuf, coming to you, man. Southampton. Now, obviously, the Leeds game was totally different. I mean, I think we should just get into the teams now because Pogba, for me, is a huge debate between the Man United fan base. Does he stay on the left or does he come back to midfield? Obviously, different oppositions provide different problems. So, for you, what do you do with Pogba in this game?
Just going back to what Ricky said earlier, and I think he's absolutely correct, is that especially the first 5-10 minutes, we've got to silence that crowd because they're gonna put it on us. They're gonna just go for it. Not like as if they're gonna like completely open up, but I mean, as in they're not gonna be afraid. And obviously, they are the home side. It's the first time that their fans are gonna be watching them. I think in 18 months now. So you can imagine that extra boost that they're gonna get. So there's going to be a lot of space. So I would, me, I'm a huge Pogba fan. I like seeing him as a number 6, but I can't argue right now when I know there was a big debate yesterday about, is he playing left mid? Is he playing still centrally? Because if you look at the goals that he assisted, I think he was central in a lot of areas except for the one where he crossed with Fred. Yeah. That was the only one where he was literally like out wide left. So
that wasn't even a late run. That was a late run.
Yeah, and he actually started from deeper, right? It was Mason who kind of sent him on his bike, and then he ended up out there. So, because I've heard a lot, and sort of like yesterday, people saying, "Oh, he's playing left wing." He's like, he's not playing left wing. He's doing, for me, from when I used to watch him at Juve. I'm seeing a lot of similarities in that first game. Obviously, every game is going to be different. It depends on the opposition. Context is always key in football. So I think Ollie will still play him off. He's not going to change McFred. We know that. Not that I'm complaining that Fred's playing, but so I think Pogba will. I think Pogba should stay there because if you think about it, I know we're talking about Pogba, but for me, when I think of Pogba, I think of Bruno and vice versa. I'm very happy that they're in my team. That's all I care about, really. As long as they're on the pitch, if one's not doing it, somebody else will hopefully. So.
Okay, I heard that.
Two of the top 3 midfielders in Europe, man.
Come on, you know the vibes.
Don't gas me, man. Come on.
Listen, Rick, you've heard Yusuf's comments, but this is Southampton, man. Like, he said McFred starting. I don't know if that's a positive for you. Obviously, we know Ollie's not going to really change.
I'm not minding this game. This is not
okay.
My problem is when we have a low block, I don't want to see them on the pitch.
Well, you reckon Southampton are not going to go low block or?
There's no Hassan who's German. They man,
I know, but
that's against their principles. That's a dividing pressure. That's against their principles. There's no way they're gonna do that. Absolutely impossible. Maybe they'll do a mid block, but it won't be a low block. There's no way.
It might be like a high line, but they're counter pressing really aggressively. But they ain't just gonna sit there. Yeah, exactly. They ain't just gonna sit there.
It'll be tougher than breaking down Leeds.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because Leeds go man to man, Southampton will be more zonal situated. Exactly. So
and it's still a 4-4-2.
So. In certain areas, Like they'd love to see Pogba come deep and collect the ball. They'd be grinning.
It's true. It's true. Darren. Yeah, this McFred. I know they played well in the last game, but do we change our approach because Leeds played straight into our hands, man? Like the spaces that they provided for us, I think. I don't know why Bielsa did that again. Like it was just foolishness. But Southampton, obviously, wait, did they win their last game or did they lose? I can't remember. But yeah,
they drew, I believe.
They drew, yeah. It's their first home game in front of their fans. I see Ward-Prowse signing in a new deal, and I don't like that because Fred doing any nibbling challenges around the D, you know what's coming. So how would you approach the game?
I'm going at the next, man. Listen, they lost some key players. Vestergaard gone, Bertrand gone, Danny Ings gone. He even nearly lost Ward-Prowse. They're lucky they signed him up. But yeah, listen, my approach would be dictate the terms to them. Don't treat it like it's your home or away. Just play as if you're the better team. I think similar team. I think Pogba on the left is fine. My only issue long term with Pogba on the left is you don't want him tracking a Trent Alexander-Arnold, a Ricardo Pereira. Do you know what I mean? Because them man will yeah. Do you know what I mean? Pogba don't want to be running back to our goal chasing them, man. But just as far as this game goes, yeah, man, I think just continue what we. One thing I would say potentially is maybe taking out one of Scott or Fred to get in a Donny or a Matic because I think we want to be more comfortable on the ball. I think that, as Ricky said, they're not going to be as, pressing as Leeds were. Do you know what I mean? So you want someone a bit more comfortable on the ball, not having Pogba to come deeper. But yeah, man, I'm confident. I think Oli will set them out in a good manner. And I just hope Donny gets some minutes, man, because I really do think he can play a big role this season. Just needs to be given an opportunity.
Yes, Darren, I think that's a good shout, because Southampton like to press opposition's playmakers. That's what they like to do. They create like a little box. And if we're still playing out from the back as we've been doing last season, etc., I'm not sure about Fred and Scott with their backs to goal. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
It wasn't really an issue against Leeds, which I was surprised about. But maybe Southampton, it could be potentially. So maybe having Donny or Matic inside there would help us. But
because let's say, as you said, if they're boxing in one of them, you need options. Do you know what I mean? You need other outlets that you can give the ball to still create. So we'll see what Oli does.
Yeah, Oli, listen, this season, it's not that I envy him, but he's got a lot of big decisions to make. And another big decision is at the back. And I know I've had a bit debates with my bros thinking Lindelof had a great game. Man saw the announcement. I said, nah, am I a waste fan? And listen, Champions League Varane, he's had a full week of training. So what do, Yusuf? I'm going to come to you. Do you stick with Lindelof and reward him for his great performance, or do you bring in the big man to just, form that partnership straight away with Maguire? What are you doing, man?
I'm torn because I obviously want to see Varane play, but then I'm also looking at it as like, if you're Lindelof and you play like that, and then you get removed from the team, like what kind of message does that send? Because you've got to understand, like, yeah, we all want Varane to play. I wanted Varane to play last game. I know in the end, obviously, it wasn't registered in time, but like, I was disappointed. Like, when he was getting unveiled, I was like, bro, we need you on the pitch. But like, obviously, thankfully, like, we were fine. But I'm just I know he's had a week of training, but does he need that? This is gonna sound crazy, but like, does he need to sit on the bench to see? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of another reason why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would not start him. I mean, unless he will, it's hard to predict really. But I know you asked what would I do. I mean, do you throw Varane in, or would you rather throw him in a home game? I don't know. It's hard to sort of kind of, when we've won 5-1. It's like I kind of think, why would you change the team? Like, I know people want Dan James out of the team for Sancho, but even still, Dan James wasn't bad. I know Jadon Sancho's a far better player, but just that's what I'm trying to say. That perspective of like, what kind of message does it send? Like, I know Pep rotates a lot when players score hat tricks. Like, he does that. That's normal for him. No one questions those decisions. But for us, it's always like, I know Darren made the good point about Donny van de Beek. Like, I'd love to see him play more football, but there's a pecking order in Ollie's selection. I think we all know that now. So like McFred almost the golden children. Like, they're a duo, aren't they? They're not separable. Like, it's crazy. And do you know what? The only change that I would make, I know you asked about Varane, is I'd play Nemanja Matic. That's the only one I would change.
Oh, that's
because as Ricky said, and I totally agree, is that I don't want Fred at the base taking the ball. I don't want Pogba taking the ball at the base against Southampton. I want Pogba taking the ball against Barcelona. There's a complete difference, right? But Matic is, take away Bruno and Pogba, is our most gifted midfielder on the ball. His technique is 10 out of 10. Like, this guy's a certified baller. It's just age is not on his side, unfortunately. I know we said before on Usman show, Jerry, how we wish, Matic was 5 years younger, because he's such a high IQ footballer, and obviously that's what we're getting closer to what our team should be. But yeah, I know you asked about Varane, but yeah, Matic is the only player that I would like to see. I know they won't happen, but yeah.
That's interesting, man, because that means what, you're starting James still. I'm not. Obviously, that's your opinion, but I'm not too sure for a team like Southampton if James should be rewarded. I know people say he wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. Like, he was just average, below average, kind of around there. But
what it is, Jerry. I was jaded because not because of the price tag, but what everything that he went through over the summer, the weight of expectation that's on him. I just want us to bide our time with him. I know, like, we're Man United, we want to see rewards instantly, but don't forget, it's a long season. He's going to have plenty of games to shine for us, especially in the Champions League, where I'm the most excited to see him play there. So we have plenty of time. This is only the second game of the season. If Dan James plays, I'm not going to cry about it. But I see your point, though. I'm with you. I want to see Sancho play. Yeah, I made that clear. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Let's just jump into the comments. Shout out to my guys, Ali and Wasi Usman in the comments. He's saying none of this sentimental stuff. He wants Varane straight into the team. Lindelof had his testimonial against Leeds. It is done.
Oh, disrespect, man.
Ali again saying,
"That's a bio,
Ali,
testimonial. Phil Jones.
Nah, you're doing Victor dirty, man. Come on.
For real.
Yeah. He's saying Dan James against Leeds was utter garbage. Wes is saying James for Sancho and McTominay for Donny for him. Shout out to Osman, man. Always supporting guys. Make sure you subscribe to Osman Talks United. You can see me, Darren Yusuf, on their regular. And another comment, he says, any low block team, Dan James doesn't work, not enough space to run into. So, Rick, man, I'm coming to you, bro. Centre backs, are you doing the sentimental stuff or you're throwing them in, man? What are you doing?
It depends on how ready Varane is.
He's ready, bro. I'm telling you, he's ready.
All of that, he's ready, man. All of that, the man has to play. I'm not gonna lie, but
okay.
The reason my thinking is that last year when we played them 11v11 for full 90 minutes, we conceded 2 goals. That's my thing.
Set pieces as well.
I remember how Fergie used to talk. Fergie used to pick teams based on how players played against them previously. I remember, I'd think one time, why is Anderson in the team? And the commentator would say, oh, last time Anderson played, he got 3 assists or something like that. I'd be like, oh, okay, so Anderson plays against this team. Part of G1 plays against Arsenal, etc. So if the Maguire and the Lindelof relationship didn't actually work last time against Southampton, it's broke. It needs to be fixed.
Yeah, because I remember the first goal we conceded from a corner. Bednarek scored, if I can remember, and bruv, the set pieces again. We Ollie said in his presser that we can't keep conceding that first goal. So for me, obviously you're saying Varane has to play. I agree. Darren, are you making it free or Lindelof? Does Lindelof get too much stick, or like Ali said, forget the sentimental stuff? Because I saw online last year when Bailly was doing well, he didn't get rewarded with starts. So it's kind of hypocritical.
Even Tuanzebe as well.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you doing?
Scandinavian, man. Scandinavian.
I like Ricky's point, man, of horses for horses. So I think that is appropriate. I think there's good points either way, because Lindelof, I think he doesn't deserve to come out of the team. Do you know what I mean? He was really good against Leeds. He deserves to stay in the team, but Varane, man, he gives another. Hey, have you seen the size of him, by the way? The guy is a giant.
Just now, I was on IG. He's got a fresh trim. Fresh.
match.
Listen, he's ready.
And the
I'm
guy,
telling you.
the guy is an absolute beast. So I think on that horses for courses points, it makes sense. If we're conceding set pieces to them on a regular basis, and we know Lindelof is a physical liability. Like guys like Armstrong, Shea Adams, they'll be looking at Lindelof, licking their lips. Do you know what I mean? You put Varane in there, and they're going at Maguire. Do you know what I mean? Because they know, but they know Varane. You've seen it from the Champions Leagues. But yeah, man, I can't lie, man. I gotta go with Varane, man. Like you wanna start building the chemistry between him and Maguire from early, and aerially, we know he's in another league compared to Lindelof.
Yeah, man. I think Varane for me, he has to go straight, man. He's first of all, he's not like a forward player where you can bring him off the bench and obviously Sancho will get into the Sancho debate soon enough. But Varane, like the type of player he is, the caliber of player he is, I'll throw him in. 28, he's not a young player. I don't think it will phase him. I think he'll rise to the challenge. And it's an away ground. It's gonna be tough. Set pieces, they're gonna target De Gea like they did in the last game. So for me personally, I'm putting him straight in, man. Just get him a taste.
To add,
go on.
Add to something that we mentioned prior, I actually think this might be a game where you want to see Matic, Pogba, Bruno, because
I listen. We're gonna get into that because that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But
I think this could be a perfect game for that. Still,
listen. Let's get straight into it, man. Rick, I see your face. Your eyebrows are raised in that. You're not feeling that now.
No, just because Southampton are quite a dynamic team, I'd say.
Yeah,
so but in central midfield, are they dynamic?
What? Not, but the front four that they have, Shea Adams, Redmond, and that.
Walker.
Redmond comes in like the way he uses Redmond. He plays quite inside. I don't want him around Matic. That's a mismatch.
That's why you got Varane and Maguire back there, isn't it?
That's
like,
true.
Like an attribute in terms of superiority. That's the type of mismatches you want to make as a coach. You want someone quick in around Matic. I feel like with Fred and Scott, it's more of the way you beat them is by outsmarting them to you, but physically is long. But with Matic, you need his legs in around him. If you get two players making quick transitions through the middle, I don't think he can block that off. Obviously, we have Varane on the pitch. That could help, but I don't. It looks like a lot.
On that though, like, do you trust Fred and Scott enough to find Pogba and Bruno? Because against Leeds, there was so much space. Against Southampton, are they going to be able to thread them passes like Matic can to find Pogba, Bruno?
I think Scott can. Scott proved in the last game that you can do it. So I think Scott can.
Yeah, look better.
I personally believe that this is like a Mourinho type of thinking, Portuguese thinking, type of Portuguese coaches. But I personally believe that we're better than them. So if we lock off their attacking options, we'll win. That's what I personally believe. Because we have more quality, especially the front four that we're going to put out. If Pogba's on the left, Bruno's through the middle, Cavani or Greenwood.
But you could also do that. You could also lock off their attacking options by dominating the ball.
No, I've always said this. I'm in that school of thought, but Oli doesn't do that.
Listen.
I'm in that school of. I've got the shirt.
Okay, we get it. Hey, Yusuf, let's get straight into it, man. Give me your lineup and how you would approach the game. Like, so from 1 to 11, give me the team you would like to see against Southampton on Sunday.
You know what? I want to give you my team, but it's pointless because it won't be that team. So can I give you the team that I think it will be?
Predict it. Yeah. Go.
So I think so it'll be obviously De Gea. Obviously Henderson's not available still. Wan-Bissaka. You know what? Listen to you guys talk about Varane. I've changed my mind. I think he's going to play now. Actually, Yes. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that he's going to be brought in just because you guys made a really good point about. Do they still have Bednarek? I know he didn't play the first game, but I
think he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah,
I know they sold Vestergaard. I'm happy that they sold Vestergaard because he's a problem defensively, like on set pieces, and that was our Achilles heel. When we were conceding last season. So, just did you say that he had a fresh trim, Varane?
Yeah, bro. I literally saw it. HD cuts lined him up.
He's definitely starting. Looks like Victor's got the boot, unfortunately for him. But Yeah, so Varane, Maguire, because was it? I don't know if it was Dan or Ricky who said it, but the sooner that those two play, is that's beneficial for our long-term success. So,
Yeah.
and then obviously Shaw left back. I think it'll be McFred, Bruno in the 10, and then I think it'll be Pogba, Mason, and I think he'll just go with James just because of work rate. I know that sounds crazy, but I think Ollie values that in Dan James. He doesn't really value his ability. That sounds crazy as a professional footballer that you're actually limited, but it is
It's
what it
not
is.
crazy to me when you said that, but it is what it is.
Nah, you know what? I know people are like they're not his biggest fan, and neither am I. But for me, whoever plays, I just want them to do well. Like
Yeah,
if
of
he's not my
course,
favorite player, he's not my favorite player. Do you see what I'm saying? So obviously, just like you guys, I want to see Sancho play. But as I said, it's a long season. But I think James. Who did I say? James, Greenwood, and Pogba. Yeah, that's what I think it will be.
Yeah, just quickly before I get on to Rick and Darren's team, you said before about Jadon Sancho, what he went through in the summer. I think he's the type of player that just he relishes like to prove people wrong. He wants the stage. I think like obviously he's a young player and probably only wants to manage him better. But I think he's just saying like just get me on the pitch. Like, I want to play football. I want to show that I belong at this club. I want to show the fans what they're missing. So for me, obviously I'll get into my lineup. He starts for me, by the way. So Rick, but before you get into your lineup here, Martial. Now I know he's a bit controversial, and I know you're gonna. But listen, he's coming into full fitness now. Give me your team, and is Martial in it? I know it's a dumb question, but what do you say?
Short answer: no.
Okay, we figured. But go to give me your 1 to 11, man.
You throw me off with that question, It's Martial in my team. Come on, man. Anyway,
you might start. I won't be surprised.
My team is very similar to Eustace. I can't even lie. My only thing that I'd say is that because Sancho is quite an intelligent footballer compared to Dan James, smart footballers don't have to work hard; they work smart. So I'd put Sancho in. I think there's gonna be a lot of space in this game, especially in the wings, in the wide positions. So I'd put him in, but I don't mind James starting because we destroyed Leeds with that team anyway. But the only change that I'd make to Yusuf's team is that I'd bring in Sancho. So just to go through the team quickly, that's De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, centre backs, Varane and Maguire left back, Shaw, double pivot of McTominay and Fred, Bruno through the middle in the 10. Okay, left wing Pogba, right wing Sancho, and up top, my boy Gunwood.
Yeah, shout out to Money Mace. And listen, I saw something today. He was right-footed when he was younger, but then he got injured and started working his left, and now he's left foot. Listen, that kid, special player. Darren, is he in your starting lineup, or is Martial? If you look at Yusuf's picture, he's bald. He's ready for smoke. Is he ready to get that number 9 spot back, or like how do we? No, bro. How do we transition Martial back into the team? Because
if he gets in the team. If he gets in the team, he can play off the left.
Not up front.
Nah.
But my thing is, bro, listen, if for me if he's coming on the bench, coming off from the bench of these next couple games, he'll start probably, a Carabao Cup game. He has to take his opportunity when it gets to that. Because right now, it's Mason right now, number 1, then Cavani. Then Martial. So listen, Martial got some work to do listen, the pecking order's nuts right now. I mean, Martial's got to work his way up. Because even Rashford, bro, when Rashford comes back, for me, you don't walk straight into the team. You got to work up the pecking order, bro.
So give me your lineup from back to front, innit?
My lineup's very similar to Ricky's. I think it's actually the same. De Gea, Shaw, Maguire, Varane, Bissaka. I go with McFred because they looked a lot better on the ball against Leeds. I think, as you said, Ricky, McTominay, the passing was better. Fred weren't great, but then we know the Matic and McTominay not really a great partnership. Maybe because McTominay is not really a sitter. I was thinking Pogba, but McTominay don't like to sit. So it's a McFred thing. I'll go Pogba on the left, Bruno, Sancho on the right, and then Mason up top. But if I was gonna, change it up, I'd actually start Tony. I do on the left. I do Pogba and Fred. Fred in the pivot. And then I do Tony on the left, Greenwood up top. That's, if I wanted to give, Martial a chance. But McTominay just had one of his best games. Yeah, I mean, so he's not really going to come out of the team.
That team sheet, you seen that team sheet and you're worried. Straight when you take it, you think Pogba, Martial, Bruno, Greenwood, Sancho. All in the same team, you're thinking, it's a long day at the office, guy.
Yeah, that's what I said. But you lot don't want to start my show. That's why my team, yeah. Obviously, big up McFred, but I'm thinking it's a different game. So maybe Pogba can be allowed to come back in midfield. I think we can allow it and then put another offensive player on. So for my team, obviously, same back five. Varane for me starts. But then Pogba and Scott don't really work. Pogba Matic is a bit too slow. So I'll go Pogba, Fred, and then Bruno number 10, obviously. I'll go Sancho on the left, Mason on the right, and then Martial up top.
Right. So you're pushing Mason out to the right.
Now listen, but we interchange, man. I think that's what Oli wants to do this season with the amount of attacking options we have. Because there were times where James was coming up front on the left, Pogba coming inside, Bruno running in behind. So I don't think it'll stay like that. But the front three.
Who's up top for you again, Jerry? Who's top four?
So Sancho on the left, Martial up top, Mason on the right.
So wait,
and then
Bruno through the middle.
Yeah.
Sancho on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who's up top?
Martial.
And
bro. Now listen.
Who's in the wing? Who's in the wing? Greenwood.
Mason. Like
and then where's Pogba playing? Pogba's playing with Fred in the pivot.
Yeah, in the pivot. Yeah.
It's all right, man. You have you're carrying the player, really, but
no. Listen.
You know the shoe with Pogba and Fred, Jerry. Fred cannot pass, bro. To hold his hand to move the ball for me.
I don't know, man. It's Southampton, though. I think we need to put our authority on them and have as much attacking players on the pitch as possible. I
agree.
Because McFred, I think we're wasting. We don't need both of them for Southampton. Do we really need both of them? Pogba can, pick up the ball, spray, create.
They have a good side,
Yeah,
the thing is, people confuse the sides that are functional and the sides that play very, very good football, but they don't have the best players to actually carry out the coach's instructions. And I think Southampton are the latter. I think they're a very, very good team. They have very, very good fundamentals in terms of how to play football, how to exploit space, how to create mismatches, all of that. Just that we have better players than them.
Oh yeah, Van der Beek, that's another shot.
Pogba in that deep place, in that deep position, he's not good there. If he's pressed in that position, that deep
and that's the thing.
Position, he's gonna lose the ball a lot. He's gonna have a lot of turnovers.
It's Ward-Prowse.
That's the biggest assist.
Yeah.
The biggest assist and Romeo.
It's the press.
I can't lie. If we bang over there, they'll target him still. Ward-Prowse and Romeo. They'll be on
all of them. Janeppa, Walcott, they'll be nibbling at his ankles. I heard that. So
it'll be Shea Adams, bro. That guy will be sitting on him. It'll be Shea Adams. He'll be on him.
You know what? I'm gonna change my team. With Pogba, I even said it before. No, I can. Of course I can.
Nah. It's your show, innit? But
I'm about to kick you out. Don't mess about, bro. But listen, Pogba getting 4 assists. I mean, in that attacking role, I think he has to stay there, man. Like Oli said, when he's happy and he's on vibes, he's just on another planet, man.
So Tony comes out your team, yeah?
Yeah, Tony, we might have to hold bench because I'm deep in it with Romeo and Ward-Prowse, and
does Tony even get bench?
Of course, man. Now you're taking the piss.
Cavani needs to be on the bench.
Now he just had one session. He's had one session. I don't think
Jesse Ling's maybe on the bench.
Dan James don't get Dan James.
Exactly. Listen, we need to. There's a packet order on the bench. Nah,
Sancho starts.
He starts, so he has to start, man. It's time.
He might be on the bench.
He might. We'll see what.
So I'm just saying, even the bench isn't promised for Martial, bro.
No, but you see, this season they've increased the bench capacity to 9.
Oh yeah, to 9.
That's the only reason why.
Wait, the rules is the rules, man. The rules is the rules.
I'm joking, man.
This is a big up Martial, man. I think this is redemption for him. I know we're laughing and bantering, but for me personally, I need him to come good this season, man. because I like him
Well,
as a player.
We do need him to come good. We do. We like whether he's gonna have a long-term future here or we just need to increase his sell-on value. Regardless, he needs to have a good season, man.
I can't lie, yeah. I feel like he needs to be ripping it up in training because the front line is stacked. Secondly, I want him to have a good season so we can just flog him and bring him Haaland next season.
Nah, you man.
No, I agree with that. And secondly, the only way I see him getting lots of minutes is if Oli changes to a 4-3-3. That's the only way I can see Martial getting lots of minutes throughout the season.
For
In
me,
a
though,
4-2-3-1, he's third choice striker, he's third choice left winger.
no, but knowing Oli, I think his first, I think his first choice striker. Oli, Martial's only playing. Now listen.
Wait. Ahead of Greenwood and Cavani.
No, bro. Right now, I think Mason's only playing up front because he's more fit. Like I think Martial and Mason was on the same fitness levels. Like, bruv, he even played half against Everton in preseason.
I think
But Mason just bagged them. Mason just bagged.
Yeah, but I'm saying before that, Mason is his fitness.
Yeah,
is up
I
there.
think before the last game,
100.
the last game, you were right. But I think after the Leeds performance,
I'm talking about before. Yeah, but right now though, I think
now.
Greenwood has to be first choice. He has to.
But that just shows you how fast things can change. That's why I say when Martial gets his chance,
yeah, he has to take it.
You have to take it because Mason.
Didn't last season he had a game? He came off the bench and nabbed 2 goals.
Yeah.
That was the 9-0 against.
Also, Oli was just like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, for real. But he needs to grab it, man. Because I think if fit, I think he would have started the last game, and he needs to build up his fitness quick. Because Cavani back in training, I'm not too sure if it's peak.
I don't know if you might be seeing the pictures and the videos as well. Listen, Mason is starting to ingratiate himself with Pogba, Bruno.
Yeah, he's happy. I see best smiles at that.
Listen, them man are starting to realize this guy is going to be a key. He's going to be a key part of this team.
Alright, shout out to Jeremiah. He's saying so much of his trash. Wow.
Hey, what? How much speed will we have to throw on top? We give them Martial.
Well, now you listen.
It can't be a swap. If it's a swap, do we have to pay like an extra 60 mil?
Nah, 60. No, next year he's got the release clause, isn't it?
Yeah, I know that, but the release clause only matters if you pay it cash.
Yeah, but I think we will pay it cash though.
That's the thing. So if you make it swap deal,
that means we don't need to throw in Martial. Yeah,
that's
you get it. So
but if we shot him for 40
and add money to it, but if it's
we shot him for 40 and then we put 25 on top, go get Haaland.
Listen, that's a great deal. They should take that. They should snatch.
He's going to Madrid, man.
Who?
No, Mbappe, man.
I was about to say Martial.
If he goes Bayern, I could lose it.
I think Haaland's going Bayern. I think it's going Bayern, definitely. I think it's definitely going. It makes so much sense. You think of it, yeah. He went to the Red Bull clubs, yeah, and then he went to Dortmund. The next step is clear. Bayern. This is a plan. This is not
clear, but like I said before, I'm sorry, but the Premier League is the place to be. He's looking at this league right now, like all the best.
If he leaves Dortmund and go to shit.
Yeah.
Bayern win Champions League quite frequently. They're a club that if you're there, you're top player, you're guaranteed pretty much in 4 years to win the Champions League.
I think as a young player, I think he's looking at the Prem like I want to go there. Like that's where everyone is. Like that's where
who's available. It depends if maybe for City. Yeah, I don't know. If he comes to us, he's not guaranteed the Champions League. If he goes to Madrid,
you're never guaranteed the Champions League.
Okay, you're not guaranteed the Champions League anyway.
Certain teams in modern day football now, I believe that if you're there and the team is strong, and the team is strong, you win a Champions League.
Yeah, bro, look at PSG for the past 10 years. They're not
a team.
Look at City since they got there.
Exactly. City.
I say Madrid at Bayern.
Madrid.
No. You can't say Madrid.
No way.
You can't say Madrid.
Madrid are finished.
Even Bayern.
Bro, they've lost Ramos and Varane. Who's their centre backs now?
Fam, Militao and them man.
Nacho.
Nacho.
Listen, I don't think Madrid.
Bayern's the only shot, but even with that, fam,
I think
unless he feels like, do you really want to be a Lewandowski replacement? Because are you going to surpass Lewandowski's legacy?
It's hard. It's very hard.
They don't want that rival in the
The thing is
baggage as
that,
well.
like, Lewandowski's
Yeah,
not
that's
really
true.
big with social media. So if Haaland is big with social media, then he'll get a Ballon d'Or there. The thing is that Lewandowski is very workman, like he doesn't really care about all the social media, all of that thing.
And that's not Haaland. Exactly. That's not his personality.
We have to pray that Harry Kane goes to Man City because to me, I don't care. If he goes, don't forget, Erling Haaland grew up. Have you seen him in a Man City kit? That's not nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know he's a Leeds. I think he said he's a Leeds fan, but I think he's not going to go to Leeds, obviously. But unless they win the Premier League this year, who knows? But so we have. That's why Harry Kane can go to City. I don't care. We just can't let them get Haaland.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I don't know if you guys have seen the reports. Actually, I think they came out. Was it yesterday or this morning that will they try to link us to Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, and Lautaro?
We're always linked with top footballers. Are we gonna? The thing is, like, think of it.
No, but that's the.
Yeah, if I was a young footballer, and I had my pick of clubs, where would I go? And it wouldn't be United.
No, but bro, it's musical chairs, fam. It's musical chairs. There's running. The seats are running out, and our one is available. Once more,
I do understand that. But if Bayern's seat is available too,
but Lewandowski's still there, fam.
No, I'm hearing that Chelsea inquired for Lewandowski this season, and Bayern weren't having it. Bayern was like, "No, we're not letting him go." But I'm hearing that they might let Lewandowski go to get Haaland.
Where's he going?
Who's paying for him, man? Who's paying?
Well, this season, next season.
But they valued him at over 100 mil. Who's paying that for 33-year-old?
That's this season. I'm saying next season they might let him go for cheaper.
Listen, I would not mind. I would even say
maybe they do a swap deal. Maybe they do a swap deal with Dortmund, and they're
going
no way.
Nah.
Lewandowski's going back.
Retired backwards.
Fam, even if Haaland goes. Bayern or City,
and Müller. Happened to be Götze and Müller.
No, man.
When did Müller go Dortmund? When was this?
Hello?
Müller? Nah, he's never gone Dortmund.
Not Müller, sorry. Hummels. Sorry, Matt Hummels.
Yeah, but Lewandowski's elite.
And he was at the end. Yeah. I can't lie though. Even if we don't get any of them, man, I'll still take Lewandowski or Kane. I take any of those guys. I don't mind.
I take Lewandowski off Bayern. If they don't want him, we can have him.
Bro. Listen, there's like 6 drillers. We just need one.
Just one.
Bro,
Lewandowski.
Need one.
Yeah.
That's the best striker in the world. Hands down.
Bro.
But just know this though. Just think that next summer, potentially, Real Madrid can pay. So what's Haaland's release clause? Tell me someone.
65.
So they'll spend 65 million on Pogba, Mbappe, and Haaland. Imagine how scary that will be.
Yeah, Mbappe's a free next year as well. Hey,
and Pogba's a free. Pogba's dream is to go to Madrid. He's going to Real Madrid. That's happening. Like he's not gonna sign a new contract.
His dream was to go there while Zidane was there, though. I think Zidane not being
there. Fair point. Mm-hmm. But I think it's still his. I don't know. Unless they bring Zidane back, I don't know. But
for me, though, I
don't see Mbappe and Haaland going to the same team as well.
I think Haaland is destined for United. Like if Cavani's leaving
and Mbappe going to the same team, I can see it, bro.
I can see Haaland coming to United, but I can see him in the kit already. With obviously he knows Oli, Sancho's there. Sancho just needs to tell him, listen, like he needs to just sell the club to him, and I think he would relish the challenge of.
And Oli as well, bro. This is on Oli. I need Oli to get that done.
In the Champions League, bro, we have to have a very strong showing.
We need a good season.
This whole season is an audition for Haaland.
Audition, I lie. That's it.
Like we need to show how good we are. We need to show that like we are improving
level
every single season.
Every season, and he's just a
project.
You might see the shoe many links as well. If we can get him and Haaland, oh my gosh!
Listen,
best
days,
young crop in Europe.
Well, 11 days to the window shuts. I don't know if we're gonna try and get the DM, but
even if it ain't this year, next year, fam, I'll take him as well.
Yeah, he's still young, man. So I think a striker.
He needs another season. I think he needs another season, like to play every week. And because even this year, do you think he would, if we bought him? Let's say we bought him tomorrow. I know that's not possible, but I'm saying hypothetically, if we bought him or we bought Camavinga, are they going to go straight into the team ahead of Fred?
I was thinking that as well. Did they come?
No. Listen, Fred comes out of the team for either of those guys. 100%.
Nah, okay. I'm talking now about Fred. Okay, I want my time.
No, but I think.
Have you not seen my? Look at my picture. Look at my picture. Can you read my picture? I'll put it up on the screen for a reason. Read that stat and tell me and read it back. Read it back to me.
I know about stats about Fred. I know Fred's got like one of the highest interceptions, recoveries, and passing.
That's about his passing. That's about that dispels the myth about Fred that Fred can't pass. He's the second highest in key passes, pre key passes behind Bruno Fernandes and pre assists behind Bruno Fernandes. He's the second in our whole squad. Second.
You
Is
said
that a player that can't
I think
pass?
Fred's good with mid to short range passes. He's not good with long range passes.
You know what, Fred? Yeah, facts. And I take the point because you know what it is. Fred tries every game. He tries a stupid pass, but in your mind you multiply it by 5, and you come at the end of the game. Oh, do you remember when he did that? People add 5 on it. Same with Pogba. Pogba loses the ball. What did the commentator say? They mentioned it 5 times. But if someone else does it, God forbid. Oh no, he tried the right pass though.
Remember that Pep Guardiola wanted him because they play short passing football. That's how they play. So Fred would be good there. Fred as an 8 there would be amazing for pressing, counter pressing, 1-2s, getting in the box, scoring. He can do that. The problem is that
I can't lie. No matter what you man are saying, he's getting tough if we bring in or Cameron.
I don't want us to sign a young. I don't want a young DM.
Why not?
I don't want a young DM. I want a that's only doing it.
Yeah, it's pressure, man. He's 21, isn't it? So
we have to develop him. We have to coach him.
Yeah.
No, but I still think it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. It's not going to be a 4-3-3. I mean, I still think Oli will stick with Scott.
We need a player that's going to be able to dictate tempo. I don't see us being able to develop that type of player. We normally import that type of player in to United. You know, the only one that we developed, I think, is Paul Scholes.
Yeah, and I ain't seen that from many, to be fair.
Speaking of Fred, yeah, listen, goal scoring midfield, he's got 2 and 2. I know the other game don't really count, but he bagged in that game also. Listen, Fred with the license, the license to go forward. Him and Scott were interchanging the last game, so Fred, I'm expecting a big season for him, man. Like he's been here. I think this is his 4th season. Like obviously people talk about signings, but sometimes I look at our squad like, can you lot improve? And obviously it's game 1.
Or can we improve them?
Yeah, but I always, you know me, I always look at the individual as well because you need to look at yourself.
You got to take responsibility.
You had a dead season last year. What are you doing to up your game? Because you can't play the same like you did last year. Like I'm not having that. Like Fred last year, Scott last year, they obviously they had some good moments, but they need to improve. And obviously Fred, I think adding goals to his game. I know it's game 1, but last season, every time he shot, I just turned away. Like he couldn't hit the target. He was going over the bar. Obviously, first game he kept it clean on the floor, low driven shot, back of the net. So for me, when he gets to that position, it's like I'm expecting him to at least hit the target. Like, I think he should aim for like 4 or 5 goals, maybe if he gets into.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about his shooting outside the box. His shooting outside the box is quite poor, but when he's in the box, he tends to score.
Decent, yeah. I think Scott
gets in the box because he's an 8. He's not a DM.
Scott started the season well, like against Leeds, so I think he just needs to keep kicking on, man. Because a lot of people think that he can be a good player. I think he can be a good squad player, but listen, started the season well. If he keeps, building on it, listen, he could be a permanent fixture in the team.
He could, obviously homegrown. I've often said he could be our Jordan Henderson of United. I know it's a big stretch, but he's got the mentality that I like. Like he's always on it. He fights for the badge. I know it's cliche to say passion, merchant, and whatnot, but
he need those guys. Yeah,
you need those guys.
When you think of our best performances, right, in the last couple of years, what game sticks to your not like those two? I'm saying when you think of our best performances as a team in the last couple of years, what game do you think of? This is an open question to you 3.
There's a lot.
PSG, I think
away
at the Parc de France.
Who was outstanding in the PSG game?
Tanzebi.
A lot.
Tanzebi.
Fred and Scott were very good defensively. Amazing.
Yeah, they were
every big game that we played, Fred has been one of the best players on the pitch.
Yes, he's vital. Like,
remember Man City away? Sorry, Darren, you go ahead. Go on.
No, I was just gonna ask, is that sustainable? Like, can they do that in all different types of games? Because we know they can play well when the opposition has the ball. But can they play well in other types of games?
I personally think that Fred's biggest issue is that deep lying midfielders tend to lose the ball. That's no, unless they're just doing sideways passing, like what Jorginho does, they will lose the ball from time to time. Yeah, but the problem is when he loses the ball,
Jorginho dictates.
The person behind him was Maguire.
Yeah, but we got Varane now, innit? So that should change.
In possession, what Maguire likes to do is create an option in the wide left channel, like the wide left half space channel. So he's not thinking about defending. He's thinking about,
Can I get
I have
forward?
the ball. I want the ball. Give it to me so I can go forward and drive. So we get counter-attacked in that channel a lot when we lose the ball there. Does that make sense? That's why I feel like I don't like talking about it in too much detail, but there's lots of little things in our team where players are, if they don't do things perfectly, they're in a position that is going to end very, very bad. And I see that quite a lot. So that's another one. Like Fred being in and around Maguire. Maguire likes driving up with the ball. Fred is capable of losing the ball. It's not the greatest.
That's why you bring in Varane, isn't it? Anyone makes a mistake, he cleans it up.
Now we've got Varane, of course, but again, it's a lot for Varane to do.
Listen, that's what we're waiting for. I don't want to hear
by himself.
Listen, Champions League Varane, experienced World Cup winner. I'm sorry, that's what we bought you for. I need to see it. So even in the next game, he has to start for me. Let's put him in. Obviously, a lot of pressure, but I think he can handle it. He's played in big games. He's played in national teams. He's won a lot of stuff. So I'm excited to see this team, man. But listen, guys, we're gonna wrap. Yeah, he's a good player, man. Good squad player. We're gonna wrap it up here, though. I'm just gonna finish on the score prediction. I think we play on Sunday. Obviously, we'll see our rivals do what they do. But top of the league, can we sustain it? Can it be 2 wins out of 2? I hope the goal difference is up there as well. So Yusuf, give me your score prediction for this Sunday, man.
I'm gonna go with 3-1, but we're gonna come from behind. So we're gonna go 1-0 down, and then we're gonna come back. I think we're gonna be put through a little bit, but we've got to show our resilience again, same as last year. But it'll be tougher though, obviously with the fans of Southampton. But I think our away fans are outstanding as well. So I think I think 3-1 to us hopefully.
Yeah, 3-1, not bad. Rick, what are you telling me, man? Scores.
I'm gonna go 3-1 too, but I think we're gonna score early, and it's gonna be like the Leeds game. Then they'll score, and then we blow them away.
What, you think that's gonna be a trend, or?
I feel like when teams gain confidence and start trying to attack us,
they get gassed.
That's when we are at our best.
That's
when we're like, "Oh, you want to play?"
I heard that. Darren, what are you saying, man?
I'll go 4-1. We're just gonna blow them out, man. Like they're not the team they were last season. Try that pressing thing. Bruno and Pogba will find the space in behind the midfielders. Like, I think, regardless, like, they'll probably get a late consolation. One of them things there.
You know what? I'm on your wave, man. I predicted it in the yesterday's stream. I'm going 5-1 again, man. I think. I think we're slucking it. Like, I think the highs that we're on right now, the players we have, our squad. It looks like, I know it's game 1, and I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but I think this year we're going to score a lot of goals, man. And like Rick said, if it goes 1-1 and they try and play with the players we have, Cavani back in training, Varane, listen, we're going to smell blood, but we can put them to the sword in like the first 20 minutes, I think. Like, I'm excited, man. I'm going for another 5-1, and I think sustain at top of the league. And yeah, man, I think shout out to Harry, he's saying 9-0 again. Obviously, we got lucky with the red card last season, but yeah, man, I'm going 5-1. I think goals from Mason again, Bruno doing Bruno things. I think Pogba will get one because he should have got one last game. Don't want to talk about that too tough, but you got the 4 assists to make it up. So yeah, man.
Hey, Pogba header, fam. Everyone's gonna be so about Scott, Varane, Maguire, Pogba back post header.
Sick. Listen, guys. Go on.
Remember that one game when Pogba played against City and he scored a header?
2 headers, 3-2 in it.
Why does he do that more? That's what I'd coach. If I was a coach, that's what I'd coach him to do. Arrive late in the box at the back post and get.
No, but you know what the thing is, bro? We've only got like aerial threats in last season in Maguire and Scott, and even Scott in the opposition box. Anything? Yeah, I mean, now that there's numerous threats, Pogba leap on like Pogba and then he can eat.
I think he will score anyway. I think he will score, man. He's due a goal, and I just wanted to sign the thing. Pogba, if you're watching, sign the thing, but
hey, man, I think Mason's getting a brace, by the way.
Hey, listen, Money Mace, keep doing what you're doing, man. Starboy in the building. Listen, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. Thank you to the bros, Yusuf, Rick, and Darren in the building. Before we go, Yusuf, do your thing. I know you're gonna shout at the guys, but where can they find you, man?
Yeah, everyone go and support Jerry, man, at United Team Talk. I'm not gonna plug myself. No way. That's never gonna change. Shout out to Darren at Eyes on the Ball TV as well. Shout out to Ricky. Good to beat you today, man. Yeah, it was just good listening to everyone's thoughts on the game. So yeah, big up everyone.
Yeah, Darren, Mr. Eyes on the Ball. Tell them where they can find you.
Listen, like, comment, subscribe. People United Team Talk. But yeah, myself, Eyes on the Ball TV. Yeah, man, covering all. Hopefully, do like some match reaction types.
Yes, and you know
subscribe to the channel.
Rick. Yeah, Rick, Rick is on the channel. You guys know where to find us, man. Yeah, United Team Talk. Make sure to subscribe to Eyes on the Ball TV. We'll be back on Sunday after the game, hopefully reacting to a win. Car, I'm not even thinking of an L. Like, it's not even crossed my mind. But let's hope we can get another emphatic win and stay top of the league. Yeah, but guys, we're gonna wrap up though. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, smash the like and subscribe if you're new. I will see you in the next one. Peace.